All right, so today, so far, I'm going to mess around with the Roadster a little bit. I'm going to just put it together again and just kind of see how things are going with it and how it looks after I did some stuff with it yesterday or last night before it was bed. I'll show you after I kind of get things together. And then I'm just going to kind of take some time and pound out some dents probably and maybe test fit the seats in there. Since I can't do the transmission, supposedly Peyton's gonna help me. If not, I'll be doing it, and so it'll be a 2.5 hour video. I hope you guys enjoy that. So I'm just gonna kind of put things together and fiddle around here. And so I've been getting asked, what am I gonna do with the blue door? Well, I don't know. I want to leave it blue, but let's face it, it can't be blue, or at least as blue as it is, for what we got going on here. Maybe it can. I don't know. I'm just kind of fitting things together, and I got to see what I got to do with the firewall, because it looks like I'm going to have to do a little cutting. I don't care about that. I got some more stuff to cut out of here. You know, it's going to be a good time. Well, I got the fuel tank in, and I've talked to, well, not really talked, thought it over about some of the things that we're going to do and not going to do, and one of them is I don't think we're going to use this fuel tank. I've got a spun aluminum one. I don't necessarily I want that that fuel tank right up in my teeth or Peyton's teeth or dripping fuel on her feet. So we're going to use that one in the rumble seat area. We're not going to make the rumble seat work clearly, but let's see if we can get this fuel tank on by myself. I do have some bolts ready to go. So, you know, as soon as I get my finger unstuck. All right, let's see if I can get this turned up here. Be a good time. Whoever's in a small shop, gotta walk around 47 times to get what you want to get where you want to be. All right, well that's in a good spot. Let's plop a bolt in there. Surprised it didn't hit the floor. Struggle bus, first pass for one. Always make sure you keep your bolts in the wrong pocket. If you didn't, well, you know, how would you know where they go? Also make sure they're the wrong size, you know. So apparently we're gonna get some right size. Well, if it falls down, I guess it falls down. Okay. These are very, very small, but at least they'll get me where I need to be for now, hopefully. All right, it's going okay, I think. If not, I blame one-armed man. Yeah, from the fugitive. You know who you are. All right, so I got enough to hold this in place, I hope. Yep. And then we gotta fiddle around with this a little bit. Getting hot in here. Hey, look at that. Nothing you like? Somebody said that once. Alright, we got that one in there. Cool. Uh-oh. Getting hot, so I turned it off. That's a good time. Don't tell anybody. It was between you and me. Alright, we're gonna need a longer bolt for there. Good thing I have one somewhere. You guys still hanging on? Okay, that's cool. I'm just put that WD-40 on the floor. Once I get this thing kind of fiddled around, I'll bring it back in. All right, I got this on there. It's pretty sturdy. There's still some bracing that isn't done in here, but I'm going to do those to hold this nice and steady. So let's see if I can get these doors on and how they look. We all know the blue door was a problem. So we're going to start with the blue door first because, you know what, it's right here, number one. Number two, it's because it's a problem. Ooh, these choices. Hey, can somebody go grab that for me? It's underneath the car. Alright, so we got, ooh, those fit nicer now. I didn't have to hit them yet. Deal with that persuader. I do enjoy that. You know, the persuader. Ooh, I get to use it now. Persuader. So number one, it's jacked up. And then I got a hinge probably number one. Number two, it's you know, funky town. That's okay. First try, right? So let's just pretend it's fine. Actually, it's not bad. The bottom's just a little kicked out, but I bet there's something we can do about that at some point. Not today. I just tired of looking at this thing in chunks. We'll keep the persuader. Now we got the gray door. Holy cow. Hey now. It's pretty cool. Little persuader. It's going to do its job here in a minute. Oh, I didn't like. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Hey, that door looks good. Not like the blue door. Yeah. You know what? I don't hate it yet. We just got the blue door as a problem. And right there. So we get maybe a little. Oh, well, we got the hinge problem right there. Moves quite a bit. So if I do that, you know, if I move the hinge and maybe shim that maybe or something. But, you know, it will open some stuff. Before it didn't. It just looks, you know, crappy, which is fine. It's, you know, it's whatever. It's a race car, right? All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to let you look at that yet. I'm going to take you for a little walk around and show you kind of what I did on the back of the body to kind of change up the look a little bit. And then I'm going to show you what I did on the panels up here. Let me turn this camera around. Anybody else nearly break their camera ever? Because I'll tell you what, it almost happened. Well, not my camera, but the stand. I think it's just Arco that breaks them. Okay, I think this looks fantastic. You know, this is a bit dirty, but that's okay. And so we got a nice little there. I didn't do anything to this yet, but look at that. I did a little bit of work last night out here, and I think it looks great. I actually got this suggestion from somebody. I can't remember who it was, but I appreciate the suggestion. It's a little dark back here in the back of my shop, but it's because I try not to come back here. It's scary. Well, it's that far. But look at that. So what I'm going to do, hey, great door. I'm just going to I'm going to get set up and I'm going to show you what the suggestion was. It was actually pretty cool. And it was actually really inexpensive. So let me get it set up. Okay, so what they suggested was take WD-40 and just kind of spray it on the metal. All right, so that's what I did. And it just brings out the darker colors on the metal. Plus it makes your shop smell like WD-40. So how can you beat that with a stick, right? Huh? What do you think? I think it looks okay. It matches better here because I don't think this panel was with this panel. But I'm pretty excited about the way that turned out. Plus I did the whole back yesterday. It was at like 10, 11 o'clock. Everybody was in bed and I thought, well, I'm still awake. Might as well do something. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that other side. I'm going to get some hammers and dollies out and I'm going to start whacking away on the back there. It's getting hotter out there than a two-legged dog making chili, for my southern people. If that's a saying, great. If not, patent pending. So what I did was I just took a small chunk of metal, rusty junk that I was going to recycle, and I'm going to see if I can just make a shim, just to see if that'll help. So, well, you can see the blue door, right? All right, so what I'm going to do, pull this guy back. I'm just going to tap it in there with my persuader that somebody moved. Arco, were you here moving my hammers? Oh wait, sorry. Sorry, Arco, didn't mean to accuse you. But let's face it, it's probably not far off if you might. Hey, that did not work at all. Just down. Maybe if we, give her a little bit like this. Or we take something and we, well, that's certainly better. By the way, Craftsman. All right, let's do something else. So that's pretty cool. And that's Peyton's hammer, so that's cool. Anyway, a little coffee here. It's getting cold, but still good. If anybody wants to know, it's cinnamon churro creamer. pretty darn good. So anyway, this is what we got going, man, and I'll tell you what, it's fantastic. I don't care who you are. If you don't like that, you know, I don't know what to tell you. I can't get it any cooler. I still have to put the firewall in, of course. Right there. The foreman wants me to run the windshield. I don't know. I can't decide. I am going to take the WD-40 and put it on the blue door just to see what happens. And then do the gray door and then the other, that panel right there, over there. Okay. You guys are probably sick and tired of me walking around this silly car, but I'm super excited about it. I want to show you how the blue door looks after the WD-40 on it and the fuel tank and then the other side. So let's do that real quick and then we'll start on something else. Okay. Look at that. Nice, and it's almost shiny. That one looks great. And the blue door, it's very, very blue now. I love it. I love that blue door. Maybe we should just call this, you know, the sponsor be Blue Door Racing or something. I don't know. But look at that. Let's get back a little bit. Yep. Now, I don't know. I think we've decided that we're not going to paint this after seeing everything now. And even the gray door looks great. I don't even think I'm going to do anything with that. And we got a nice little right there. Now this will dry up a little bit and it doesn't look so shiny. I mean, this is fresh. That's from yesterday, so. But I love it. We're going to keep her just like this. Now we just got to decide what we're going to do here. And here. Do we cut them out? Do we put new stuff? Do we leave it? You know what? Let me know what you guys think down here in the thing. I think it's right there. You just go. I think we should leave it. I think you should, you know, that kind of thing right there. So my plan now for today for a little while is I'm going to see about getting these dents out. And then I promise I'm going to do something on Clyde eventually. But Peyton told me I absolutely cannot touch Clyde without her. So we're going to start working these dents. I am not, I mean, as you can tell, I'm not a professional at pretty much anything. Maybe drinking coffee. I do have a master's degree in that. But I'm just going to try to get these looking better. I mean, I'm not looking for perfection. If this is going to be a race car, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Because I'll tell you what, I am just super jonesing to get this thing on the road before the snow flies. But I don't want to cut any corners either. So, I mean, could I hook the ignition up and back this out and do my thing? Sure, but I want it to be done. So, still don't know if I want to sell this car yet, but I do know that if I did sell it, it would not be pieces of it. It would have to be all or nothing. And that's just the way that's going to have to go. The downside is, if somebody wanted to buy it, these wheels and tires would not go because they are just the coolest thing ever. Cooler than Betty White. How about that? Quick disclaimer. I am in no way, shape, or form knowledgeable about removing dents. I realize I'm going to do lots of things wrong. That's okay for me. If you want to give me tips, hey, great. I know that I'm probably an idiot by going about the way I'm going to go, but please just bear with me. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I'm going to give it my best shot. All right, I'm sure you guys can see these plethora of dents here. So, I know, probably the wrong thing, but some of these are pretty deep, so I'm just going to kind of doop, 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 tap them up. By tap them, I mean like pound the crap out of them, maybe. But, hey, you guys want to shut that door? It's going to get hot in here. I'm literally just finding the, here we go, a dent. I'm doing my best to pound it up so I can get the dolly in there. these dents were pretty deep, and this metal, surprisingly for being 147,000 euros old, it actually is pretty thick right there. So I'm going to show you real quick. This one was really deep. Now I know that it's not perfect and stuff, but I'm going to, like I said, do my best. So maybe we'll get you, oh yeah, oh that's better. All right, so I'm literally just going to try to get this up here. I've just got kind of just a curved shape because I can hold that one nice and easy. I have the other ones down there, but you know, I just want to kind of I really don't intend to do any body filler. I'm just going to try to get these as best I can because, you know, this car has earned every one of these over the past, well, what, 1928 to, what, 96 years or whatever. So I'm just going to keep going on there a little bit, see if I can get it up halfway straight and not have to go get a tetanus shot. What I'm doing is I'm just feeling for high and low spots. There's a low spot here, there. There's a high spot there, low spot here. This has been just walked on, or, you know, I think my cat got out here and just started jumping on it, but just gonna keep trying to do my thing. I have no idea if it's gonna work, but you gotta try it. Well, it's, you know, it's okay. Wow, I'm really close. Let's back up. Anyway, it's okay. You know, it's getting better. I've got a real low spot right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. You probably can. Oh, yeah. Bodyman probably like, oh my gosh, that's the worst car ever. Well, anyway, so I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna show a little bit more of hitting this thing, and then I'll probably sign off for a little bit and bring you back in. What I'm gonna do is I'll get you up close so you can see all these things, and maybe you can see my progress after a bit. See you soon. Okay, kids. Me, I guess, have been I've been working on this one kind of dent area here for about half an hour, maybe a little bit more, a little less, something like that. But I remember I showed you the video, or I showed you on video what it was like, and I'm going to turn the camera around, and you know, surprisingly, it actually moved, and it doesn't look as terrible as it did. So, and I didn't really want to have you guys here and for half an hour. Besides, you guys would have gotten bored. Heck, I was bored. But it's getting over to be lunchtime, and so I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about it here. Let me turn the camera around. Okay, this is the spot where I've been working. Get that light a little bit better. Now, it looked like that, but it's actually looking pretty decent right now. I'm not hating it. I mean, it wasn't a lot of fun to sit and listen to that hammer, but it is fairly smooth. Look at that. You know, I just used some patience, which I have none of. And, oh, Clyde, this is a good chair here. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stop for a little bit because I want to get Peyton in on here and doing this, because I think she'd have a blast with it. By that, I mean, not really, but I think she'd like to learn that. And I want to actually thank Arco. I watched a bunch of his videos on hammer and dolly work and metal work, and it really, really came in handy about it. I know I give him a lot of garbage for having his hammer, but it's not actually his hammer, it's Peyton's. But watching his videos on Outlaw Edge really gave a big help to me on this piece right here. I've got some low spots yet, right here, and you know, right up in here, and then here. But I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking for as good as I can get it, because I've got many, many, many more. And that doesn't include any of the ones over here, up there, over there, here, over there, and the other side. So I think I'm gonna call her for a bit here, and then, all right, I'll do some stuff on this guy. So we'll see you after a bit. I also wanted to just say that we have gotten some super awesome comments on the channel, and I think I'm gonna start sharing with you here and there. I love reading them to Peyton. She is so excited, and she just lights up when I read those to her. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who supports us as we do whatever we do out here, because it is such a confidence booster for Peyton. And that's kind of why we started the channel, so she could become a little bit more confident. And besides, I mean, we got some cool stuff we're doing, and I thought I might share it with someone who might want to watch. We were actually surprised that anybody watched. But anyway, so we're gonna call it for the day, and we'll get back to Clyde at some point. He's not going anywhere. Everybody keep on wrenching. Have a great day, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a good one.